Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Tatami, and here I talk about whatever I want to and just hope it finds whoever cares. Today I want to talk about how African traditional religions, indigenous religions, deserve to exist. I say this because I just recently had uploaded a video called Black does not equal evil or something of that sentiment, because I saw a post on Paris Milan's page where she posted some beautiful artwork and people were trying to equate it to it doesn't sit right with my spirit, blah blah blah, and it literally wasn't anything. It was just a mannequin with some synthetic braids glued onto it in a very beautiful way to enhance it. It was just using Black women's beauty products on this mannequin to make it into like a sculpture, a work of art. And they were just reading all sorts of evil. And this was the part that really started to get me. They started equating it to voodoo. This is after I made my video, after I had, seen a bunch of these things. They started absolutely invoking the name of voodoo as the devil, calling me out, saying I'm promoting things that are of the devil. This is the part that made me make this video, had a person claiming to be from Africa tell me that certain religions do not deserve to exist. That is how indoctrinated and colonized we've gotten, that we have members of the Black community throughout the diaspora, throughout the motherland, who honestly believe our indigenous traditional religions do not deserve to even exist on this earth. If they had their way, all of our gods would be put into poof, gone. Nothing. We would have nothing. No indigenous people would have any religions, because there's only that one good religion, and that's the colonized religion. We've got colonized Christians saying that indigenous traditional religions do not deserve to exist. And that guy got a lot of upvotes for saying that. It was pretty deep in the thread, but I'm saying for how deep it was, he got a decent amount of upvotes for saying that to me. And I was just like, wow, so eager to hold on to this stuff. People were calling me the devil, saying I was adhering to the devil. I'm like, do not put that on me. I don't have a devil. You do. You signed up for that. You signed up for the devil. You signed up for Christianity. You baptized yourself and all that, covered yourself with the blood of whoever, and you enjoyed it, and that's good for you, and I will not take that from you. But what you will not do is try and put the blood of all that on me and try and take what I have away from me. It's sad, especially that Africans are trying to be like, oh, well, you don't know what the real and the blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, hold on. Are we pretending the diaspora hasn't existed for 400 years? Hello, hi, we're all out here and we've been practicing these religions this whole time. Welcome to Haiti. They've been practicing voodoo this whole damn time. Welcome to Louisiana. They've been practicing voodoo, spelled differently, but it's still a similar strain of the same religion. And it's wild to me that they're acting like we haven't been practicing candomblé and Ifa and hoodoo out here in the cuts for 400 years. For how many generations? It's wild to me that they were like, oh, you're just American, you don't get it. I'm like, honey, no, my family is deep in this. I can find pictures of root workers here in America spanning from yesterday all the way to the first time they were able to take pictures. They have pictures of root workers. So don't even come at me. And we have drawings, we have tales, we have all of this information. You know what I'm saying? How do we have Uncle Monday, Gula Jack, Harriet Powers? How do we have all these people? How do we have all these, is it Carolyn Lai? How do we have all these ancestors if they weren't practicing this whole time? How do we have Zora Neale Hurston if we weren't out here practicing these religions this whole time? It's sad, but I really do think the more I'm learning about this, the more it's becoming evident to me that this is going to be a huge fight. It's going to take a lot of effort from those of us who really care about African traditional religion, really care about Black people being able to reclaim them, and by extension, all indigenous people being able to reclaim their indigenous religions without being degraded, without being told it's a joke, without being disrespected. Because that was the part that really got to me, the disrespect. It's like, you are out here demanding all this respect for Christianity, but you won't even give a sliver of that same respect to anybody else. The first things out of your mouth with voodoo is just disrespect. You disrespect the ancestors, you disrespect the religions, you disrespect the people working with them, you disrespect the people carrying on traditions, and then you wonder why Christianity is losing so many people. You wonder why people don't want to respect your religion. They don't want to say Merry Christmas. They don't care. They want to just say Happy Holidays and get it over with. They don't want to see your Christmas shit on everything because it's disrespectful at that point. It's like, I gotta be so nice about all this stuff, but then you're out here literally just disrespecting everybody, calling everybody false idols, calling everybody the devil, even when we don't have a devil. You do. That's your thing. You have this guy. Y'all are giving him attention. You guys are the ones uplifting and saying his name every goddamn day. Ain't nobody else doing it. Nobody else gives a fuck about the devil, but somehow the rest of us have to continue to be burdened with this false information that's colonized Christianity. They don't even understand how half the words they're using are colonized. They're anti-black. That's where this all started at, is the anti-blackness, rooted in not liking the color black and assuming that it's evil or associating it with evil, unsettling. It's terrifying, blah, blah, blah. Why? Why is it terrifying? Because it's black. And you don't see how that's colonized behavior. You don't see how it's colonized our language to associate just something that has dark eyes with voodoo. Where that word came from, I don't even know. Nothing about this. It's just an art sculpture. But for some reason, voodoo's being brought into this. It's like when you watch Princess and the Frog and you're like, what religion is the shadow man practicing? Because he's in Louisiana. I don't see a single cross. I don't see a single Catholic saint anywhere. They have stripped everything that actually is in voodoo that has to do with, has Christian elements in it. And then of Louisiana, like New Orleans voodoo, stripped it of everything that could have possibly associated it with its Christian roots to Black people in the South of the United States. They strip it all out. All that's left is a bunch of skulls and Africanish looking symbols, tribal looking symbols. And he has the most vengeful spirit guides of anybody I've ever seen. They don't even care about him. They don't even want to work. He's not even really working with them. It's like, who is this? What is this based on? It's based on people's imagination and colonized thinking, anti-Blackness, assumptions, assuming. And like, it's just like, that's basically, it's like it has nothing to do with fucking African traditional religion. Same as this fucking piece of artwork. Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with anything really that religious. But somehow, you know, it's like all of these other religions are equated with it, that it's like, this isn't actually accurate. And then it's like, this art piece is even worse than that, because it's like, it's just a piece of art. It's just a Black woman who made a piece of art and is now getting dragged by the Black community because she dared to allow shadows and Blackness into the purple. And that's unsettling to people. It's just heartbreaking. It's sad. I was like, my jaw was like, ah, when he said voodoo, some religions don't deserve to exist, after a whole spiel on voodoo. I was like, the oppressor has you working full time, sir. I hope you're getting paid. I hope it's worth it, because you are working full time for the oppressor, and it's sad as hell. All of the African traditional religions deserve to exist. All of the indigenous religions deserve to exist. You do not get to put your Christian standards up against all of these indigenous tribal religions to determine whether or not they should get to exist. Who gave you that power? I take it back, because it's not your power to have. You do not have the authority. Your God has made you comfortable, but it is not okay, and you guys need to learn some fucking respect. I am shocked, but not shocked that came out of somebody's mouth. It's just like, I live in this bubble with Spiritual Black Girls page, with the people I hang out with on Facebook, where I forget that so many people are just walking around with this colonized mindset, hating on anything that is traditional because they think it's less than, they think it's not as powerful, they think it's evil, which is just, how have you questioned everything else, but you haven't questioned that? I don't know, but I was very disappointed. I didn't like it. And this video is to say voodoo deserves to exist. Hoodoo deserves to exist. Juju deserves to exist. Ifa, Candomblé, all of them Any of them, anywhere you are in the diaspora, whatever indigenous people you hail from, your religions deserve to exist, and do not let anybody ever tell you otherwise. And absolutely call out the disrespect, which I absolutely did. I was stunned that people can fix their face to say this, but I said it. I said it in that other video I made where I was saying it's normalized to shit talk African traditional religions. It's normalized to disrespect people automatically when you find out what their religion is because of false beliefs you have. You haven't researched anything. You just been learning off what the white man's been telling you, or you just don't even understand, or you're focused on like I've seen them like focus on things like 100 years ago, a tribe I was from would have killed the twins. And then if that was the case, they killed one of the twins, like I might not be here. And I'm like, meanwhile, if you're born into Christianity, there's a good chance like they've committed genocide on your people, but you don't care about that. You've got excuses for Christianity. You've got excuses for the Christian dogma, for their history, but you don't have any excuses for blackness. You don't have any excuses for African traditional religion. You don't have any excuses for the indigenous. There are none. You kill chickens, fuck you. You look like you've associated with evil. I don't like the way you light your candles. I don't like the way that symbols look. I don't like the cut of that symbol's jib. I don't know. Whatever random thing they come up with, and that's valid somehow. But the rest of us have to take in nuance and history, and that's not a real Christian when it comes to Christianity. But no indigenous religions really get that same benefit of the doubt unless you are Asian, unless you are Milan's dad at the ancestor shrine praying to the names with a piece of incense. That's about the only one that's totally acceptable to everybody. The rest of us can go fuck ourselves, I guess. I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. You deserve to exist. Your religion deserves to exist. Your gods deserve to exist. And you have all the right to stand up for your gods, your deities, your ancestors, your spirit guides, nature, whatever it is that you praise and honor in your pagan, whatever pagan's supposed to mean, practice. You deserve it. It's yours. You deserve to stand up for it. It's not evil. And don't let anybody ever sway you from that, because it's just absolutely patently false. If the rest of us are evil, Christianity is the most evil. They've had the most deaths, the most genocides. I made a video about this, not recently, like 3 weeks ago, but I still haven't posted it. But it was about the bloodthirsty Christian God, very bloodthirsty God, but the rest of our gods get a bad rep for asking for a chicken. It's wild. But meanwhile, black folks are still dying every day. But I'm not supposed to see that as a blood sacrifice still. Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice, but still in Christian countries, a lot of people look like they're being sacrificed systematically. And I'm supposed to just be cool. I'm supposed to never disrespect you, but you can disrespect the shit out of me and the shit out of everybody I hold dear and respect. It's wrong. May your ancestors and spirit guides be with you at every crossroads, and thank you for watching.